Hey guys, welcome back to another video and happy March. I feel like spring has just exploded here in Wilmington and it kind of inspired this video. So I feel like spring is the perfect time to reevaluate. Today we're going to be talking about healthy habits that you can start. So these are just some habits that I personally incorporate in my life that help me live a healthy lifestyle. I know we all have a different definition of what that means, and that's totally okay, and I think we should all embrace what that means to us individually. I think it goes without saying that overall health is not just about the nutrition that you're consuming, but overall the quality of your sleep and your rest, the quality of your relationships, current forms of movement that may or may not be working for you. We have the beautiful opportunity to make life better for us. So let's go ahead and get into the first habit. Establish a sustainable routine that makes sense for you. What it comes down to is figuring out how much time you need in the morning to get ready, what things you need to hit every morning in order to feel prepared for the day. Once you know what those things are, see what you can do the night before, so that way it doesn't cut into your morning time. The same thing goes for when you're coming home from work and your nighttime routine. Set aside your time for cooking and activity, whatever the things that you need to hit are, and then make sure you are leaving that time for rest and recovery. It is probably going to take a couple different tries of different routines until you hit the one that feels right and that makes you happy. A few ways that you can kind of help yourself to stay accountable and stay on track is planning out your day. So this doesn't have to be too complicated. Lately, I've just been putting everything in my notes app. So I put the day of the week at the top, and then aside from work, a few different errands that I need to do or any major task that needs to be done that day. Anything that isn't a have to doesn't end up on that list. If you need something a little bit more specific, if you have kids and you need to remember multiple schedules, then something like time mapping could work for you, where you are breaking down the day either by the half hour or by the hour. That will give you a little bit more room to lay out and see where you're spending your time and how much. And then sometimes when I don't even feel like typing it out on my phone, I will just use a post-it note, write the few things that are must-haves, and I will literally put it on the back of my phone so I can't forget it. The next habit is gonna be for your mental health. If you are a big consumer of social media, no matter what app it is, be very mindful of the accounts that you're following, the ones that inspire and uplift you, and the ones that absolutely drain you or make you feel less than. Anything that is no longer serving you in this phase of life needs to be unfollowed immediately, because there is no point or purpose. You'll notice if you are mainly following accounts or people that align with your core values and the things that you're passionate about, that's what you're naturally gonna see all the time. So every time you open it, it's gonna be something that you're excited to see. Don't feel bad or guilty about having to leave behind past accounts. We are growing and changing all the time, and it's actually really normal to outgrow those types of things as well. The next habit is connection. So this is something we obviously had to adjust to when we first started going through this pandemic last year. We were seeing people a lot less. If we were seeing them, it's through a mask. And we are humans, we need connection. It is natural and instinctual, and we have to have it. Dylan and I love to go out for coffee. We love to just hang out and snuggle with the kitties. We love to go on walks. When we go out for a walk daily, that's like our time to talk about our future, our plans, our goals, things we really want to see through, things that are bothering us. It feels really good to get that time outside with my favorite person and getting those moments of real connection. So again, whether it be a person or an animal or through a phone, make sure you're finding some time, hopefully every day, for real, true connection. The next habit I want to talk about is hydration. We all know we have to be drinking adequate amounts of water. So there's a few different tips that I like to offer people if they just don't like the taste, they never drink it. Go ahead and get yourself a reusable water bottle if you don't have one. Bonus points if the brand carries a lid that has a straw attachment. So a brand like Hydro Flask or Yeti are great. They will last you forever. You'll notice that with the straw attachment lid, you will just naturally start drinking more water because it's more easy and accessible to drink. When you have to unscrew the lid, drink out from it, re-screw it, put it down. It takes extra time. You're probably not even taking in as much water. Half the time, if I don't have my straw lid on, I will end up spilling half the water down my shirt. It's frustrating, and then I don't want to drink water anyway. So another tip to help make your water more appealing is to flavor it. I think sometimes we forget about that. I was just talking with a patient last week. She was like, I just don't like water, I don't drink it. And I was like, look, drinking water is never gonna go out of style. It is never gonna be something we don't have to do anymore. Our bodies are made up of mostly water, and we're constantly using it up. So you have to be rehydrating all day. So I told her to find a fruit that would appeal to her to drink it. So whether it is a citrus, like lemon, lime, or orange. You could do cucumbers, you could do something sweet like berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries would be really good. Heck, you could even drink out of a wine glass if that makes you feel like you'll drink more water. The next habit is gonna be wake up earlier. And for some of us, we're already waking up at the crack of dawn. I'm probably not talking to you, but for those that are getting up like 10 minutes or even 30 minutes before you need to leave for work, give yourself an hour or even a little bit more before you have to be somebody for anybody else. Sure, it feels nice sometimes to stay in bed a little bit longer, but you're not getting adequate rest at that point anymore. And now you're just losing time that you could be getting yourself ready, enjoying a cup of coffee, sitting on the couch with your cat or your dog. It really will make a difference if you give yourself a little bit extra buffer in the morning to wake up slowly, have breakfast, make a cup of coffee or tea, and enjoy the morning a little bit, because then you actually have a little bit of day before work and it doesn't feel like you're just getting up, going to work. You didn't even get to live your life. The next habit is to focus on you and do something every day that fills your cup in a way that nothing else can. So this doesn't even have to be like a common hobby of yours. It can just be something random. Maybe like nobody else even knows that you enjoy it except you. For me, I love to get back into dancing. There's something about just letting myself go, listening to good music. Even though I'm not good at it, it just feels so good. It uplifts my mood every time. Maybe for you, that is just going for a walk with your dog. Maybe it is playing a video game, maybe reading poetry or writing or journaling. Whatever it is, giving that time to just focus on yourself and not worrying about what anybody else is doing is so healthy and satisfying, and you really can't show up in the way that you best can serve others if you're truly not taking care of yourself first. The next habit is cook your food. It is so important to make sure you are cooking your food. I can give you some tips to help get you started. I could probably even make a whole video on this, but it is just important that you start basic, easy. Look up one pot meals. They will naturally be a little bit easier, a lot less preparation because it's all just one step, it's all going in one pot. And a lot of times they'll naturally be less ingredients as well, which will be helpful if you're just getting into it. So one pot meals, they will work wonders for you. You can just search on Google and I'm sure a zillion things will pop up. Make your end goal that you are cooking more days out of the week than takeout. And that could take a little bit of time if you're just starting out with 1 day a week, but let yourself work up to that. Trust me, you'll end up saving money. You'll be naturally eating healthier because you're preparing it yourself. and you'll probably end up saving time as well. Sometimes cooking ends up being really quick compared to waiting, going out to dinner, and making a night out of it. Of course, it's fun to go out with friends, but you can save those experiences for the weekend or just for a night now and then, and not a every night thing. I know it doesn't sound like the funnest habit of all, but make it fun. Invite friends over, cook together. Remember, start out slow and start out basic. Don't try to meal prep your whole week overnight and stress yourself out, or try making some meal that takes 40 steps. There are super easy ways to cook. It just takes practice. The next habit that I have for you guys is movement. I think we all know how important exercise is for our physical bodies, but it's also really important for our mental health as well. Exercising is gonna be good for your bones and your joints, but you're also gonna be releasing endorphins and helping your mood as well. Not every form of movement is for everybody, so whatever you see everybody else doing, your friends or on Instagram, that might not be what works for you. Try a couple different things, whether it's strength training, running, surfing. It could be swimming, it could be just starting out walking. It is an ongoing practice, so you have to go easy on yourself. Some days we miss some of these things, and that's okay. You just have to remind yourself that, and there's always tomorrow. So that is all the habits I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. This is a topic that I could probably blabber on about for a really long time. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. I upload videos every Tuesday, and leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.